I'm Bambi Francisco with Vader News, and I'm in Zaragoza, Spain, and I'm with David Cipri. He's a five-time entrepreneur. He's the founder of Technorati. Now he's the founder of Offbeat Guides, and we're here at the Innovate Europe conference in Zaragoza. And we're here at the Roman Theater, so this is quite lovely to have an interview, even though we both are from San Francisco.
I know, it's so funny. We were joking that, you know, we always end up, we're blocks away from each other in San Francisco, but the only time we ever get to see each other is when we come halfway around the world.
But this is perfect because this is an offbeat guide to Zaragoza, and this is what your company does. So tell us a little bit about your company, which is 18 months old, right?
Yeah, that's right. So the company got started in December of last year. And we just rolled out in December of 2007, and we've just rolled out just in November of last year. What Offbeat Guides does is we build personalized, on-demand travel guides for over 30,000 different destinations around the world with all of the latest information. So it's only about the places that you're actually going to on your trip. But it pulls in all of the events, all the festivals, all the concerts, all of the, heck, I mean, even things like the farmers markets that are actually going on just during the dates of your trip. Pulls in all of the context. So, for example, if you're American, we know that, and we'll put in the time zone differences from where you're coming from. We'll pull in the currency exchange rates on the day that the book is actually printed. We'll pull in all of the different mobile phone information, the electrical differences, everything that you would need to know as a traveler coming from San Francisco. But yet that would be very different from someone who's coming from, say, Amsterdam or from South Africa. And then we pull in all of the latest information about just your neighborhood. So if you know where you're staying, we'll pull in localized maps of the neighborhood. We'll put in more content about the places that are nearby to you and less about places that are far away. And then we give it to you in any kind of format that you want. So you want it in HTML? Great. You want it as a PDF so that you can print it out or you can put it into your, onto your mobile device? Terrific. Or we actually create these beautiful printed books, perfect bound, that actually are, as you can see, printed just for you, just for the places where you're going to, and just on the dates that you're actually going to be there. Even with things like the actual weather forecast for the dates that you're actually going to be in Zaragoza.
What's specific to you in here?
So what we've actually done here is we'll pull in so not only custom information and maps about the actual place that we're in and where we're actually staying, but we also have custom chapters, right? So in this case, we're actually pulling in what is information that's more specific about Zaragoza and about Innovate Europe. So we're working with folks at like the World Economic Forum, for example, where they actually pull in the conference agenda, right? Information about the actual place on the dates that you're there, and then, right, very nice traditional travel guide as well that's filled in with much, much more detailed information about just the place that you're going to, right, information about the climate, but then also, let's pull it up here. Well, like here, there's a pretty detailed Spanish phrase guide, right, and
what's nice, though, is you can, if you're going to multiple places,
yes,
you can actually have one complete guide for those multiple places.
Actually, that we don't quite do just yet. Right now, it's individual
good idea,
guides,
though.
But you know what, Bambi? It's actually the single most requested feature that people have been asking for. The really fun part here is, I mean, everything ranging from the actual weather forecast on the dates that you're looking for to all of the different events that are actually going on here in Zaragoza on the days that we're here, right? So you can see, what do you want to do while you're actually there. And for personalization, you can even see things like, here's the time zone differences, right? Here's the different electrical information, right? The type of plug that they use here, and so on and so forth.
That's nice with the plugs. Can you also say, I like Starbucks, so let me know where all the Starbucks are, or I like certain stores and, pharmacies and places to shop, and can you just show me them on the map?
Yeah, exactly. So the idea is you can pull in these customized chapters that either you pull in yourself or others make for you that actually then have that customized information. So for me, for example, when I'm traveling on business, I want to know where there's free Wi-Fi. Okay. So give me maps that actually have free Wi-Fi on them. But you know what? Sometimes I'm traveling and I'm with my kids. What I really want is give me where all the playgrounds are that are within half a kilometer.
How much how much is this, and how, what are the economics? How does that break
Mhm.
down between yourself and your distribution partner?
So it's actually different pricing. You can go to the website today, and you can get a beautiful book like this printed up and delivered right to you for $24.95. So it's about the same cost that you would spend on a traditional travel guide without all of the personalization. Um, you can also get just the PDF only version if that's what you want. Of course, when you get the printed version, the PDF comes with it. But if you just want the PDF version, it's $9.95. And we actually just launched a partnership with our friends Amazon on the Kindle. And so here is one of the new Amazon Kindles. This is actually the Zaragoza guide for this month, and where these are actually retail price $7.99 for Amazon, right? And we're constantly working on how we can provide more detailed information for all of these different places, how we can personalize them more to you. So, for example, you might say, "Hey, I'm a vegetarian." And now we'll pull in, here's the 5 best vegetarian restaurants that are nearby where you're staying, and so on and so forth. And then how we can further customize it based on the kinds of things that you like to do. So you like opera, but you don't like ballet. You like jazz, but you're not interested in museums. So how it works today is you can actually go to the website at www.offbeatguides.com. You can fill in 5 really simple pieces of information. Literally, it's what's your name, where are you going, where are you coming from, and what are the dates of your trip, and then where are you staying if you happen to know it. And then you can preview the entire guide online completely for free. You can add sections that are personalized to you, your itinerary, what have you. You can delete things. So if you already know where you're staying, there's no need to put in the hotel information, or if you don't care about the museums, you can take all that information out. And then you can go and buy it and have it either delivered to you via PDF or via HTML or via the actual printed book that shows up about 3 days before you leave.
How many of these guides have you sold? How many books? How many PDFs? And how many, well, this is fairly new, but how many books and PDFs and books?
So we started selling in November of last year, so it's only been about 6 months, and we've been selling actually high thousands of books right now. And the numbers just keep accelerating on a month-to-month basis.
And you have another distribution partner with an airline?
We do. So in fact, we just launched with our friends over at Singapore Airlines. So if you go and buy a ticket on SingaporeAirlines.com or Singair.com, or I think it's Singair.sg, and you go buy your ticket with them, you can actually get an Offbeat guide with all of your information pre-filled out. Because, that when you go and buy a ticket, they know your name, they know where you're coming from, they know where you're going to, they know the dates of your travel, and literally just say, you know what, I want it, buy it, and then you can get it to have it for your trip anywhere in the world that Singapore Airlines flies.
I think that's a great model. Congratulations on the Amazon, the Kindle, and Singapore Airlines. And David, we'll have you back to talk about your lessons learned. Thanks.
Thanks, Bambi.
I've been speaking with David Sifry of Offbeat Guides on Bambi Francisco.